this variable stores which variable? This variable y, otherwise this variable which is because you have mentioned this format specifier C means this format specifier, the C letter indicating for characters. So this character format specifier indicating that this variable y variable stores which type of data, which type of this variable. This format specifier indicates that this variable stores which type, whether it stores integer data, it stores float type of data, it stores character type of data. But you have used character format specifier, so this is used to know which type of data stored in this variable. Okay, so this variable stores character type of. Okay, now if you run this code, you will get only y stores 65. I told you that 65 will not be printed, but which is the value which is equal to. So I told you that these values are ASCII value. ASCII means American Standard Code for Information Interchange. So it is a 7-bit code. ASCII is a 7-bit code. 7-bit code. Okay. ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Okay, 7-bit code to represent ASCII values for characters. Okay, to represent a character A, 65 is the value. So there is a list of ASCII value list. You can refer that list. Okay, so now if we will get the value whatever stored in y variable 65, means we will not get 65, we will get the A value. So let us run this code. So what you will get, which type of result? Let us see what is the problem here, why we are getting here. Try to understand why. Because so in which line? 8th line. Here value is what is the problem here? Okay, here I have not, this line of statement is not terminated with the semicolon. One mistake I have done here. So now you run this code. Okay, 8th line error, expected identifier or before is equal to token. 8th line, what is the float? Float is a data type. So see the mistake what I have done here. I have declared the data type, but I have not the value assigned, but there is no any variable. I told you that variables are identifiers. So expected identifier means variable. Okay, so we need to mention the variable here. We have mentioned only the data type. I have not mentioned the variable. Say float, any z is a float value. Okay, z is a variable which stores this float value. Here this is the value assigned, but there is no any variable declared, t. Okay, t. So now t is a variable which stores float values up to 8 bytes, means lengthy float value can be stored, because double is a float type of data type. Its size is 8 bytes of data. 8 bytes means 8 into 8, 64 bits of data. Lengthy value, as I told you that this is 64 to 2 की power 64 means this much of lengthy value can be stored. But if you take division, so from positive side to negative side. Okay, now so now you run this code. What we are getting, we need to get the value. So this is the result. Why we are getting hello world, how many printf functions we have used here. Two printf function. I told you that print function will be used to see the output on the screen. Here only text is given, so the text only the text hello world displayed. Okay, after that cursor \n means cursor goes for next line. So now here the y stores which value? Y stores 65, but 65 will not be printed. You will get 65 represents character A, so character A will be displayed. Run this code. So here see character A you are seeing. Understood that? So if you want to write some text to here, value of 65 represents ASCII character A, capital A. Okay. Now you run this code. First break the code, stop the code, then run the code. So see. You break the code again. See here, we are getting value of 65 represents ASCII character A. Okay, character, you remove this A and you run again, so you will get the value of 65 represents ASCII character A. Understood that? If you don't want to remove this comma, here remove this comma. Understand? Here simply you need to keep this comma, not here. Here you need to keep. Understand why? Because the variable always that is to be separated with the this is called a text you want to keep, and in front of the value, so this text to be separated with the variable with a comma. Okay, now you stop this code running, you run this code. Okay, let's try to understand. Now you are getting what? A. Okay, 65 represent ASCII character A, but you don't want this comma. Okay, you remove this comma. So what happened? See here. Okay, now you go for stop and run this code. You are getting this. Okay, remove this here, you keep this here. Okay, now run this, stop this code, run this code. You this is the you stop this again one more time, because of now this is the old value it is showing. Now you stop this. Okay, you stop this, you run this again, build and run. Expected, this is before, this is error expected before y. Before y we need to keep this total. Okay, we need to keep a comma here. now run this